Welcome back to Afternoon Live. So many people love animals, but our next guest has turned her passion for animal welfare and environmental conservation into an important element of her career. Here with a new look at the documentary film Protectors of the Wild, we welcome actress and filmmaker Cleary. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So you've traveled the world to share with us all kinds of endangered species and the challenges they face. Tell me about this new film that focuses on wolves and right here in the U.S.
Yeah, absolutely. So we started producing Protectors of the Wild a couple years ago, and we're kind of in the middle of filming right now. So our next location is going to be British Columbia. We're going to actually go back to Yellowstone and film, and then film at an amazing rescue in New York, Wolf Rescue, Wolf Conservation Center. So we're excited to bring this, to the world, to show that protecting wolves is inevitably going to protect, the whole of the ecosystem in Yellowstone and throughout the United States. At one point, they weren't just in the lower 48 states. They were, in every single state and every single country, almost around the world. So, right now they're being killed with snowmobiles. As I'm sure you guys have heard with Cody Roberts, what happened in Wyoming, where one wolf was run over by a snowmobile, and then he took this wolf into a bar and showed it off and taped his mouth shut, and then ended up taking it in the back of the bar and killing the poor wolf. And he, illegally captured this wolf. It shouldn't have happened, and he only got a $250 fine. And so it's really concerning that this can continue throughout the United States, and they're not protected right now in the Northern Rockies. So we're a part of this Realist Wolves Coalition to reintroduce them, protect them, in the Northern Rockies.
And let's talk about why wolves are so important to our ecosystem. This is a species that we should really be paying attention to, protecting their native habitat as well.
They are, exactly. So when they were reintroduced into Yellowstone, it changed the topography, the landscape of Yellowstone. Erosion stopped, species started coming back. It's just incredible what wolves can do to our natural ecosystem and landscape, and they really should be here throughout the United States. So we've killed them off in most states, which is horrific. And so we need to do more to be able to introduce legislation to protect them. And also, sadly, there's a new bill that was just introduced last week to delist them. So they want to take them off the endangered species list in the U.S. And I think that's the wrong move. It's based on false narratives and facts. And through the Realist Wolves Coalition, we're trying to do whatever we can to keep them on the endangered species list and relist them in the Northern Rockies.
Is one of those big challenges and kind of industries that you come into, I guess, butting heads with is livestock and ranchers, that sort of their business directly impacts the wolves' habitat as well?
Absolutely. Yeah, so they need land to graze cattle, and they use critical habitat for endangered species and threatened species, and wolves are one of those species that creates a human-wildlife conflict, and they then go after the wolves and kill them for going after the livestock, and it's like less than 1% of all livestock is taken by wolves. So people really need to be introduced to the facts and start, speaking up for those who depend on us to be their voice.
Yeah, tell me more about some of your previous projects, the Why on Earth film being one of them. What was that process like? You've just been able to go to all these beautiful places around the world.
Yeah, I was just in Africa. So I came back about a week ago, and it was just an incredible experience. We filmed in Indonesia, so Sumatra, Borneo, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Kenya, and in Mexico. So we highlight the plight of endangered elephants and rhinos and lions and sharks, and you name it, all the critical species that are now facing possible extinction if we don't step up and protect them in their habitats. So it took me about 4 years to make Why on Earth, and we were able to get Clint Eastwood last minute, right before the pandemic hit, and we interviewed him at his ranch about rescuing wolves. I'm sorry. That would be great if he rescued wolves. Rescuing horses, I'm sorry. So, it was wonderful to have him be involved in the project, and so many great other, people that are advocates for animals, like Maggie Q and John Sally, and, some great people that are using their platform to raise awareness for something greater than themselves.
When you use your own skill set as somebody in front of the camera, you have lots of previous experience acting and modeling. Are you able to kind of use those skills to be able to do some PR work for these animals that need the attention?
Yeah, absolutely. I grew up, in the entertainment business when I was 11 years old. I started modeling, and I thought, this is not really my passion, but it gives me that platform to raise awareness for endangered species. And specifically, right now, we're focusing on elephants and rhinos and big cats. So it was always about animals for me, and just entertainment was that way to be able to bring it to light and have people listen to me. And be a voice for the voiceless. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing with my foundation, Peace for Animals, and our news network, World Animal News. We bring the latest breaking news to our audience every day in animal welfare.
Yeah, everybody's an expert in something, and you can use those very specific skills to help raise up the animals. Hey, thank you so much for joining us. It was great chatting with you.
Thank you so much for having me. God bless.
Of course,
Thank
we'll
you.
have more information on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.